he was always going to be the Surrey captain. From years ago, he was always being earmarked to be the Surrey captain. And I think, you know, you can name other names at Surrey as captains. You know, there's been some amazing captains at this place, but he's got 2 championships in 4 years. You know, you can't ask for more than that.
Tattersall has been thrashed out towards the boundary, and there it is! Their 21st county championship title.
I think having Rory Burns as captain, having him as our leader, adds so much to that dressing room. Again, at times he's a man of few words, but when he speaks, everyone listens and he leads by example. He's an exceptional captain, both captaining of people, but tactically as well. So he needs to take a lot of credit out on the field there.
Burnsy's been amazing as a captain. He's led from the front, scoring his runs, and on the field he demands a lot from his players, and that type of environment I really enjoy, because you're always striving to get better and you're trying to, you know, push the team to a level beyond what you think the capabilities are. So that type of mindset is really exciting and certainly helps, and something that I enjoy.
He's a guy who's been at the club since he was young. He lives and breathes Surrey, and I think his impact as a captain is something that's not only talked about in the culture meetings that we have as a squad, but even just on game day, whether it's him speaking to the group or whether it's behind the scenes. I think he's a guy that's really led from the front.
Rory Burns as a captain, he's got, number one, a very good cricket brain. Number two, now he's very experienced. I think the most important thing with Rory is, you know, he will do it his way. In terms of captaincy, yeah, he knows exactly what he's up to. And I think the other thing is he's got the respect of his dressing room. You know, his numbers add up. He's done it for England, he's done it for Surrey, and I think he's just got the respect of that dressing room.
I think it's just, as a group, the work ethic currently I think is really good. I think the way that you see players take those opportunities, they're being very true to themselves and how they want to operate when they come into the first team. And you know, as a first team environment, we're actually allowing those guys to come in and, you know, be individuals, and how they want to go about their cricket into our team plan has worked nicely. So I think that's probably been the most pleasing thing. I think the fact that we want to make it a real team culture here, the fact that we know that we need you know, a deep squad, a big squad to manage all the competitions and how we want to go about them, and where we want to be in those competitions. And yeah, just an environment where guys can come in and be themselves and produce for the team.
As a group, as a collective, they're outstanding individuals. You know, the I Serve document that we've sort of put together, which has been led by the players with the team culture, is very, very good there. They look out for each other, they look after each other, but they challenge each other. So it's been a really good environment, a challenging environment, an environment where people are allowed to express their opinions, whether again they're young or old. But we're about trying to get better every single day. You know, we play some real good cricket at times, really good sessions, really good days and good games. But as I say, it's that challenge of always wanting to get better. Once you think you play the perfect game, then you're only going to go one way, and that's back down. So we'll keep challenging the players. Can they improve that little bit individually? Can we improve a little bit more as a group? That's players and management. And if you do that, then you keep moving up. And you don't get to the very top and then drop off. We're all about trying to improve every single day. There might be, you know, the headline names through performances, and that's fair enough, but if you're a bowler, you need people to take your catches. If you're batting, you need people to create partnerships with you. That's the important thing, but as I say, we'll always talk as a collective. We win together, we lose together, we learn together as well.
We've got a young side, we've got a young squad, but I think the senior playing group, how it's sort of helps those guys come in. You know, it helps having people like Hash in the dressing room where, you know, batters can always go to him, chat through things, and, you know, I think Dan Worrell, the way he's come in and sort of led our attack again, both on and off the field, is really pleasing. And someone like Jordan that might not probably get the credit that he does, you know, leading on and off the field.
Yeah, I see the role as quite important because I track back to my own career growing up. Having senior guys in the team made a big impact for me. Conversations with them on cricket, on batting, on team situations, and I think that really helps speed up your experience. So you may be 24, 25 years old, but having rubbed shoulders with some senior guys, it kind of helps you understand the game better, and more importantly, it helps you understand your own game better. And I try and do that with with the youngsters in the team, and they also we have, as I said, Burnsy guys to kind of have a look and see how they approach their practices, what type of mindset they come with, and if we can pass on something influentially positive, then yeah, that's pretty much our role, as a teammate there.
It's been a really eye-opening role, I think, because not really having much history with the guys that I'm playing with, you have to almost figure things out on the go and almost develop your professional relationships throughout the season. So I've really enjoyed being a part of this group. I try and almost set the example with how I prepare, how I train, how I try and perform out on the ground. And I think, hopefully there's a few more years that we can bowl together, and I'm sure I'll be learning just as much off them as they are off me.
Yeah, I love it. I think becoming part of sort of the leadership group has given me a different focus. It's made my time a lot more enjoyable. I think we can put a big focus on sort of culture and trying to move the club in the right direction. Well, I think we started in pre-season, and it was just trying to create a more positive attitude, and sort of helped by self-policing and sort of the leadership, making sure that the club's driven and pushed in the right direction. I mean, I just give my advice from my journey, really. Sort of things I wish I did then, stuff that's helped me now. I just think that's probably the most powerful bit of advice I could give. And obviously, just if I see little faults or things that they could possibly improve on, I just make a comment. Whether they take it or not, it's totally up to them. But I suppose that's just the way of learning, really. You get advice, you take it or leave it, and choose what works for you.
I think it's obviously we've got a fairly young squad, or newer guys coming in as well. So I think it's kind of trying to help out Burnsy. Obviously, I'm in a good position behind the stumps. I think trying to set the standards right in the dressing room and go about things the right way, train the right way, things like that. But on the pitch, I think it's that little bit of experience, just to try and bring that to him, and offer certain advice, and try and help guys develop a little bit, game situation, game scenarios, that sort of thing.
I think the dressing room has been outstanding this season. And again, what I loved about it is it's all been very understated, all very quiet. The key thing is they're a nice bunch of lads as well. That's the other thing. They're a good set of fellas, which I think we tend to forget. Actually, that's quite important. And they enjoy each other's company, and they enjoy each other's success, which is absolutely vital. And you can see it as well. You can when Sam Curran got that 100 here, you could see what it meant to the team. Not just him, not just Sam, but the entire team. So I think they've got that right. I think the coaching staff take a huge amount of credit for that, in the fact that I think they've laid down the way they want to go. I don't think there's any great surprise that when Rory Burns was available for most of 2018, they won the championship, and he's been available for the whole of 2022. He is now an outstanding captain. He's also an outstanding leader, and he would have been able to sit and say, this is the way I want us to play our cricket alongside Gareth Batty. And the fact that he's out there enables them to do that.